He thought the sea meant freedom. Ulrich stood on the deck of the ship and watched the water stretch endlessly into the distance. After years of running, waiting, and being locked away, he believed his suffering was finally over. He was going home. He never reached it. Ulrich was born in Berlin in 1915, into a world that once felt safe. As a child, he loved books and quiet rooms. He believed words could explain everything. But as he grew older, the city changed. Flags filled the streets. Neighbors stopped smiling. Fear became something people carried silently. Ulrich was Jewish. That fact slowly turned his life into a danger. By the time he was 20, he knew he could not stay. In 1935, he packed what little he owned and left Germany behind. The train pulled away, and with it went his home, his language, and the life he thought he would have. Paris became his shelter. He studied at the Sorbonne and spent long nights writing. Writing was the only thing that made sense anymore. Through his words, Ulrich tried to hold on to who he was. During this time, he wrote a novel called Berlin Shuffle. It was about fear, confusion, and endless movement. About a man who could never rest, because the world would not let him. The story was close to his own life. In 1939, Ulrich moved again. This time to England. He believed he had finally reached a place of safety. A place where no one would chase him for who he was. But war changes how people see each other. When the war began, England became afraid. Thousands of refugees were suddenly seen as threats. Ulrich, a Jewish man who had escaped Germany, was given a label that erased his story. He was taken away and sent far from Europe, across the ocean to Australia. Once again, he waited behind fences. Once again, his future was decided by people who did not know his name. Days passed slowly. Hope felt dangerous. Then, in 1942, something changed. Ulrich was told he could return to England. He was free to go. After years of being pushed from place to place, he believed this was the end of his suffering. The ship sailed through open water. The sky was wide. The air smelled of salt. Ulrich thought of the books he would write. The life he would finally begin. But the war had not finished with him. The ship never reached its destination. It was struck in the ocean, and the journey ended there. Ulrich Alexander Boschwitz died at 27 years old. A man who escaped Germany was lost because of the war Germany created. For many years, his books were forgotten. His name faded. But his words survived. Today, when we read his story, we are not just reading history. We are listening to a young man who wanted to live, to write, and to belong. Some voices are taken too soon. But some stories refuse to disappear.